Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Now to another top 10 video. Okay, sorry what I said at the end of my Snow Way Down review that I'm gonna do another SpongeBob episode review. But I just like to think, you know what, I'll just do another rant on another Loud House stuff. This is my top 10 the worst moments, or say some worst or slash cringiest moments of the Loud House. So let's talk about them. So yeah, now I'm not saying that the show is bad. Okay, I'm not saying that a good show has zero thing that let's say negatives. I mean every let's say movie or show has negatives. Not every show is perfect. Literally, no person in the world is perfect. We make mistakes all the time, right? Yeah, that's the same thing with this show. There's a few cringy moments, like sometimes where Lana eats stuff out of the trash, or Lynn's obnoxious behavior, or sometimes we're chatting on Bobby. But I'm trying to focus on the other cringy or worst moments of the show. So with that said, let's begin this top 10. Bringing us to the top 10 is Lenny trying to pull up something horrible in Don't You Forget About Me. Now, I like this episode. I made a whole review on it. I'm sorry if I was so stuttery in that review. So was with 3 other episodes. But this moment, yeah, I was kind of the whole thing that Lenny's trying to pull out something horrible, but in the end, oh wait, she didn't pull out something horrible at all. She just did something actually good in the end, like the scene where she goes there to the bakery place. She just took the cupcake without actually even paying for it. But oh no, it's certain day of the wait, so she's allowed to do it. I mean, it's kind of bad, worse, or not really cringy, but it's kind of a bad moment. So yeah, that's why I had to make up in the top 10. So was that scene there in the golf course with Coach Nutlick. Yeah, that scene was kind of bad too, especially the part where the ball hits to half of the people there, and even Lincoln and Ronnie Ann. Yeah, that part was kind of bad. So yeah, overall, this is actually one of the worst moments of the series. Number 9 is that Ronnie Ann's weird face in Face the Music with the Casagran. Sorry, I had a voice crackle, but there, guys. Anyways, oh yeah, that was not a voice crack. That's actually a gulp. Anyways, yeah, I thought this one was a really good episode. A nice, episode for the Casa Grande miniseries. A nice development for Ronnie Ann. A nice episode overall with a good song at the end. But remember that scene where Sid and Ronnie Ann go to that train? Yeah, and the part where she's about to sing and she has this weird face, and apparently became a meme. Yeah, that's a really strange and really bad part of the episode, and alright, it's a really good episode, but that doesn't take out of the enjoyment I had with the episode. Sure, that part was kind of bad or kind of cringy, but this episode's still good regardless, and still has some really good moments, especially at the end. But yeah, don't think about that moment. Think about the rest of the episode. Number 8. Lynn's obnoxious behavior in Lynn Takes It All, No Such Luck, On Thin Ice, and Racing Hearts. Yeah, these 4 moments are Lynn's main running gag in the show, where she's acting really obnoxious and beating everybody's butts in a really bad way. But yeah, that's the same thing here, but it's done horribly bad. I mean, look at No Such Luck. She literally just said Lincoln's bad luck. But wait, no, Lincoln's actually not bad luck the entire time, because Lisa just said it, in a few parts in the first half, but she denies it after Lincoln tried to break out Lori's golf clubs at the bathroom scene. Yeah, that moment was kind of bad. And also, let's talk about On Thin Ice. Yeah, I actually like that episode more than Singled Out, not just because it's more tolerable, but there are some good parts, like some action scenes, and there's some, and then a nice ending at the end. But except for the fact that it got ruined by Lynn's not learning her lesson. Yeah, she's acting really obnoxious by being way too superstitious. And the quote-unquote cute moments with Lincoln and Lynn are really bad in this one. Yeah, there's a lot of terrible moments in this episode. Racing Hearts and Lynn Takes It All also have Lynn acting really obnoxious. Not as much as No Such Luck, but yeah, she's very bad in those episodes. That's why it's number 8 on my list. Number 7 is singled out representation of LGBT. Singled out LGBT representation. Now, yes, we got representations like Clyde's dads or Luna and Sam. But yeah, those representations are actually really good. But let's talk about the couple in Singled Out. Yeah, when we are there at the Burp and Burgers, we see one of Lynn's friends, which I forgot the name of, actually is actually a girl, and her love interest is actually a girl, and yeah, it's kind of a worse version of Luna and Sam. Yeah, I'd rather have those two aside from these other two. Yeah. Yeah, this moment in Singled Out was very bad. I just don't like the quote-unquote cute moments between the two, and their selfie scenes are just kind of bad. So yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I dislike Singled Out a lot. Not because the fact that that's kind of boring. Also, the fact of this representation is actually kind of bad, and I just dislike the scene. Also there are moments too. Yeah, we got to see way more moments. I wish they did. Yeah, I would say this couple is way worse than Luann and Benny. Good thing. The only thing good thing to say for these two is the fact that they only have one episode. They're in only one episode, and that's it. For Luann and Benny, it's not that really bad. I don't really ship up as much as other people, but at least they have personalities. But yeah, unlike these two, where they just going the same romantic stuff that we've seen before. Bringing us to number 6. 6 is Lori farting in Making the Case and Tripped. Yeah, they brought the gag back in season 3. Wow, nice job, writers. Yeah, someone made a comment in my Making the Case video about Luna being the most embarrassing. Where she just ripped her pants off and actually saw her undies. But yeah, I thought the Lana's and Lori's were even worse. But yeah, I still stand by that. Lori just farts throughout half the scene. Oh wait, it's actually not. According to her, it's just her shoes. I think it's actually her. I think it's actually her really farting. There in Trip, she just states that the whole seat was actually the one farting, but really it was actually her after eating that bean chip in the car, and the whole car just goes bananas because of Lori's farting. Yeah, and they even bring back the joke halfway through the episode. Not the fact that Lori's farting, the fact that one of the siblings, I think it was Luann, actually mentions about this thing, and it also returns back in the climax, where the plane farts and the guy in the car just crashes down there in the field. Yeah, that moment was kind of bad and kind of cringy for me. So yeah, it's sure I'm kind of used to Lori being farting, but yeah, this is just way too much and very exaggerated. And Lori farting there and Making the Case was just so embarrassing. Bringing us to the top 5 is Lonnie eating from the trash and Frog Wild and Making the Case. Yeah, Making the Case is a lot of really cringy stuff. Yeah, I think a few of them are in my honorable mentions soon. Anyways, this moment was very bad for Lana. We see her there in the trash, there in the Frog Wild, where she just eats her lunch from the trash. And she also eats gum from the trash as her snack. Sure, I'm kind of used to being Lana this way, but this just feels a little bit gross. Yeah, that's kind of the way I would put these scenes. Gross. Yeah, I kind of thought Frog Wild was actually more embarrassing in terms of moments. But yeah, this doesn't take how enjoyable Frog Wild is. And for Making the Case, yeah, I do hate that episode. But at least this moment was just only one scene. But for Frog Wild, no, they had to have 2 scenes of Lana eating from the trash. Yeah, I thought that was very disgusting. I'm kind of used to Lana being this way, but this is kind of gross. Bring us to the top. No, okay. Before we go to the top 3, I'll give you some really bad honorable mentions. Coming up, we have Lynn Senior's behavior in Fantastic Voyage. Sure, I don't hate this episode as much as other people, but this episode has has Lynn Senior acting very bad in terms of character, but this doesn't take away and how few parts in this episode actually were I enjoyed. Next up Coming up, we have Lori's moments in Senior Moment. Yeah, she's very annoying in that episode. I know, yes, I was just there for the story, but she was kind of annoying in that episode. So yeah, this had to make up the list. Next up, we have Lincoln and Clyde eating dog food and two babies, and two boys and a baby. I know I keep mistaking that word. Yeah, this moment was very bad. I just dislike this scene. I just dislike the two eating them dog food at that part. Yeah, that was very gross and just kind of unsettling a little bit. And yeah, the final and yeah, we have two more coming up, which is the next cringy moment is Lucy kissing Edwin in Making the Case. Yeah, Making the Case is really bad, cringy stuff, especially in the first half where Lincoln and Clyde are filming them, the sisters. Yeah, this moment with Lucy kissing Edwin, which also was followed by Lincoln, was kind of gross. Yeah, the fact that Edwin's mouth just comes to their lips after the both of them kiss him. Yeah, that was kind of gross. And the final cringy moment is the collar gag in Making the Grade. Yeah, it was there for the story, I know, but how it's executed is not in a good way, and I found it really bad. So yeah, now let's move on to number 4. Now number 4 is Carl acting really creepy in Role Model. Yeah, I was kind of mistaken. In Role Model. Now I kind of actually mistaken 6 and 5. Let's say 5 actually being 4. But yeah, this is actually the real number 4. Yeah, Carl acting really creepy in Role Model. Yeah, these scenes are very bad. Okay, I was not bothered by the other parts, but the part where Carl just was about to go to the CR and Ronnie in and about to go to their bed, was sleeping with her. Yeah, I know they're trying to, like, say, establish some stuff for the new, like, say, series, but these moments are kind of bad, and they're just kind of annoying, kind of creepy, kind of cringy, kind of bad. Yeah, that's what I would say about the rest of this episode. Sure, I kind of enjoyed this one, but yeah, Carl was very bad. Bringing us to the top 3 is the parents locking their room and brawl in the family. Yeah, the parents who are supposed to stop the arguments between the kids are not helping. They just locked themselves in the room. Like, what? I mean, they're parents. They should be telling the kids to stop the arguing. What do? They just lock themselves in a room with Lily. Yeah. And the fact that they just locked themselves in the room and not try to help an argument. I mean, seriously, I mean, parents try to stop the kids arguing. But these parents now decide to lock themselves in a room and just don't do anything. Yeah, that moment was really bad. And that's all I can say about Brawl in the Family. Cringy scene. Yeah, now let's move on to the other cringy stuff and worst moments. Followed by our runner-up is the ending of Kings of the Con. Yeah, the entirety of Kings of the Con is an abomination. Yeah, even more of an abomination than Making the Grade. Yeah, and other episodes. At least with those episodes, I can still enjoy some parts, but this episode is so unenjoyable. I mean, I was disappointed from the start, but the ending, which is really bad for Lincoln and Clyde. I was kind of rooting for these guys, even though I also kind of hated them in some parts. But I also rooting for these guys, but seeing them not being, like, say, reach their main goal in the beginning of the episode, which is really sad. So what did they do? They just become cat scoopers, which is just really bad. And the sisters are just being the main stars of the movie. Are being the ones who really be the main stars of the movie. I mean, come on. Lincoln and Clyde should be also part of the movie too, but instead they're just there for cat scooping, and that's it. That's really bad. So yeah, the entire episode is also bad too, but but the episode's not as bad as the infamous ending, as I can say. That's what I can say about this episode. Oh, and I have one more, and this was another cringy moment I forgot to mention, is Lincoln being tortured there in Driving Ambition. Yeah, there's some scenes in Driving Ambition where Lincoln's being tortured, and they're not doing it in a funny way. They should just make Lincoln more of a, like, say, a bad guy in the beginning, so he'll be, like, say, deserving when he gets his punishment. No, all he's trying to do is help his sister, trying to exceed her goals, but yeah, and he still had to suffer for it. But yeah, in this episode, doesn't make sense. Lincoln gets knocked by water, he gets a... Laurie just knocks sand accidentally all over him. He gets his shirt caught by a windmill and falls down accidentally and is forced to carry all the golf clubs. I mean, Lincolns get tortured so much. So yeah, that's not as bad as the #1 cringiest moment in the series, and the worst moment. The entirety of No Such Luck. Yeah, besides the parts besides the opening scene, I can't find anything redeemable about this episode. Yeah, the kids, even Lily, lock Lincoln out of the house. I mean, why would you lock Lincoln out of the house? I mean, bad luck, it does not exist. Lisa just pointed this out in the beginning of the first half, but no. Lisa just denies what she just said and next just tried to follow with the rest of the sisters. I mean, the smartest person in the house and the 2 adults are not helping. Yeah, they're not really trying to help the argument or stop the argument. They just go along with the ride because, oh, the sisters just told them or something. I mean, they should be, like, say, parents. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Lincoln being locked outside and followed by the ending, which is actually the worst ending of the entire series, where Lincoln still be claimed bad luck once again. I mean, through all this, don't the Louds actually get punished for all this? I mean, it's really bad. Yeah, it definitely should be regarded as the worst episode of the entire series. So yeah, that's all I can say about these worst cringy moments. From Lenny doing something horrible, but she actually did some good things, to Ronnie Ann's strange faces, Carl acting creepy. We also got the cringiest moment where the entirety of No Such Luck, the ending of Kings of the Con, Laurie acting really annoying, and senior moment. Yeah, there's so many cringy moments in the series. Now, okay, I'm not saying the show is bad, I'm just pointing out some, like, say, bad stuff. Just, to, like, say, doing it to, like, say, a top 10. I repeat again, the show is not a bad show. I'm just pointing out some flaws with some episodes. I'm just pointing out some, like, say, cringy moments in some episodes, just to, like, say, do, like, say, a top 10 list. You know, what Sean did with his top 10 cringiest moments from the MCU. Yeah, that video that he did. Yeah, I just, like, say, yeah, that video actually inspired me to do this video. So yeah, thanks for watching this whole video, and don't forget, I'll make my review for Merry Man and Born Boy 3 coming up. Yeah, that's it for tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.